Hello, my amazing soul. I would love to offer you your next activation. So, this is going to be a very short and sweet yet potent activation to support you with your goal specifically. So, allow yourself to just be in the space of receiving, in the space of meditating. And I am going to cap this at 20 minutes so that you can just absorb what you need to and continue on your day because we've got plenty more activations coming this week. So, what's come up for you is the central vessel. So I am going to give you a central vessel meridian massage. So it starts at your perineum on the front line of your body and then goes all the way through every single meridian and chakra, every single nadi, and then it completes itself here, right underneath your mouth on your chin. So that is the last point. So you can rub your chin. This is central vessel 24. So just rubbing your chin. And then maybe you just want to trace all the way down from your chin, down your neck, because as you trace your fingers or your thumb or your hand, it doesn't matter, down, you're now activating central vessel 23. And then if you're moving all the way down your chest, that's 22, 21, 20, 19, 17, 16, and just keep tracing all the way down to your stomach, all the way down to your stomach to the very end until you cannot, until you're complete, until it's all the way down to the perineum. And then just trace all the way back up. And just do the best that you can. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about getting the point exact because it's an energetic center. So it's all about the intention, it's all about the frequency, it's all about feeling it and just breathing in and out. So just take a deep breath in for me. And I want you to switch off from the day, switch off from responsibility, be here and now, be present. So what's come up for you is a specific point in relationship to your goal. Now, I want you to have your eyes closed and place your hand on your belly. So let's just place your hand on your belly and feel free to shift this goal accordingly. But this is what I have here for you. I trust my soul's guidance and release the pressure to do it all. I confidently embody my role as creative director, express my vision with joy, and allow aligned support to grow my business with ease and flow. I let go of control. I trust others to contribute powerfully. I heal all beliefs around laziness or inadequacy. I restore joy in creativity and leadership. I release attachment to outcome and effort-based validation. I welcome in new models of business, intuitive, collaborative, and prosperous. So allow yourself to feel that goal land in your body, in your abdomen, in any part of your body that you feel it land. It could be your heart, it could be your throat. And what we're doing is we're activating the priority point for you, which is CV6. Now, CV6 is, in terms of location, I am looking at it now. Yeah. So I believe it's right underneath let me find out. Is it underneath the belly button? Above the belly button. Okay, so it's right above your belly button, right above. And you can literally massage that area and go deep to activate the muscles, the fascia, anything that's there. Or you can energetically palm it to activate it. But just know that I'm doing that for you as well, energetically. So, super consciousness, it is commanded to activate the priority center, CV6, right above the belly button. The entire meridian begins in the center of the perineum and proceeds up the midline of the abdomen, sternum, and throat to the end just above the lower lip. So, what we're going to do is activate the function of CV6, flow, and rhythm of creation, emotional stability, deepened spiritual awareness, purpose in life, vitality, and soul alignment, promoting new ideas, supporting manifestation, and balancing creative energy. So, this point, as we hold it, as we breathe in and out, it is releasing any parts of you in any timeline that feel scattered, overcommitted, and over responsible. So just take a deep breath into that as I palm and hold that point. And I actually feel it. I really feel it. There's an activation there. So what I would love for you to do actually is have one hand above the belly button in the midline and one hand below the belly button. So that way we're activating not only CV6, but all of the central vessel meridians around the abdomen. And CV6 is the number one point for the sacral chakra. Okay, which is all about creativity, channeling our creative expression and intelligence into what we're here to be and do. So CV6 is also, as we hold this point and I focus on that point for you energetically, it's like I see kind of like a, um, a portal opening, a doorway opening. I'm spinning that chakra for you. I'm sending the figure 8, the infinity sign, and I'm also sending you um the flower of life symbol. I would love to send that to CV6 as well, because the flower of life symbol literally sews any distortions up from that space. So I'm just going to show you a flower of life. And I'm using the flower of life right now into releasing any leakages there. So what we're doing is releasing scattered, overcommitted, and over-responsible, needing to reconnect with joyful, feminine leadership rather than over-efforting. So remember, your feminine frequency, your feminine energy, your feminine brain, your feminine embodiment, which is the flow state, which is the receiving state, which is the intuitive mind, the creative mind, and the sensual, sexual energy that makes us feel fully alive is asking for more joy, more flow rather than over efforting, alignment over force. And we're also restoring trust in your creative direction and body-based wisdom. And we're reclaiming your energy from shame, performance, or depletion. And shame did come up because it's in a way you felt that when you felt that you were somehow missing something, and you couldn't necessarily do certain things within your sacred business, you essentially were judging yourself and shaming yourself unconsciously, consciously. And we're releasing that shame and we're releasing the depletion and we're releasing the performance, and just recognizing that at the end of the day, you have a genius, which is an intelligence that is so unique and so specific to you, that that genius wants to be channeled to what it is created for, what it exists for. It wants to focus on its own genius, its own lane, its own direction, rather than you being spread thin in all aspects. This is the next level to your evolution as a leader and creative director. This is the next level of your evolution in terms of your leadership skills of delegating and trusting the power, potency, and skill set of the team. This is about you letting go of control, letting go of fear around um, around what would happen. So letting go of control and letting go of fear around what would happen if you totally focused on your position, your role, and your unique genius and archetype, and allowed others to do the same, to give others opportunity to rise without needing to prove themselves, but to rise in their evolution. By you creating an energetic boundary, an emotional boundary, a spiritual boundary, and a higher standard for yourself within business, you give others the opportunity to rise and also step into that higher standard for themselves. Okay, so that just activated. Well done. So, what we're clearing as you take a deep breath in, okay, what we're clearing is any part of you that is always on the go, any part of you that finds it hard to stop, any part of you that feels confusion, that keeps pushing yourself and won't give up, that feels lazy, scattered, and conflicted mentally, that is over focused on goals and not enough on flow, perfectionist and work driven due to any wounding aspect. We want to transfer the work driven from inspired action. The first reason why you started your business to begin with, that passion, that vision. We want to come back to the real intent as to why you started this. And we're going to heal your heart from a bit of heartache and heartbreak, only because I can feel it. It's not in my notes, but I can feel it. It's like things didn't turn out the way that you had envisioned. And there's a little bit of potential feelings like, that you failed or things are not working. And it's confusing. It's confusing. But I want to reassure you that you've changed and that everything that is happening is genuinely happening for your highest good. It's just a matter of understanding what the messenger is, what the message is, what is the message here. And it always comes from your higher self. The higher self is capable of manifesting and attracting everything that you desire, but you've got to be honest with what it is that you really want now, because it's updated, it's upgraded. So we're just updating you on what it is that you want now, and know that it's easy to pivot into that because you've created the foundation on an embodied level for you to be able to pivot. You've got the experience, you've got the skill set, you've got all the resources internally to be able to pivot in accordance to the truth that lives in you now. So the emotional states, as you take a deep breath in, that we're anchoring for you right now, and I would love for you to feel the feelings. So I'm going to tell you the feelings first, and then I'm going to give you downloads on those feelings. Now, when we give downloads on feelings, it's giving you the opportunity to create the biochemistry in your body to create those neurotransmitters and neuropeptides in your body that represent these feelings. Okay, so let's just go within and take a deep breath in and out. And I just want you to feel them like raindrops, they're just, like just open up your arms to the power of the rain. Let it rain. And these are raindrops that are like just, moving through your auric field, planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds. So they're either raindrops or they're seeds, but however you want to see them show up from a natural um, energy source from nature. Okay, because Mother Nature is witnessing us right now. So the anchored emotional states are brave, choices in life, direct, can take charge, emotional nourishment, grace within yourself, grounded energy, in a state of ease, in command of your life and destiny, reconnection to the earth, relaxation comes naturally, and successful. So these are the central vessel frequencies. We're going to release you from any unreasonable expectations that you have on yourself or that you feeling stuck in your head, perfectionist, over focused on goals, out of control mind. Now, I just want to reassure you that everyone has an out of control mind. Everyone does. Because the thing is, and take this with discernment, of course, but the thing is, all egos are technically living in their own delusion, their own projection, their own belief systems, their own universe, and it gets projected out there. But all beliefs are technically delusions because they're constructs that take us away from what is in the present moment, right? So what is undefinable, inconceivable, and yet we go into our heads and we then create a belief around it or a meaning around it or an idea around it. And that idea is merely just an idea. Reality lives beyond idea, beyond thought, beyond concept, beyond construction, creation. The unmanifest and the manifest, the creation and the uncreated are two separate realms. So be here now means that we're not in the thought. Being here now means that we have a silenced mind, which is the whole point of ego death. So we're going to teach you how to release and live your day-to-day life without feeling out of control in your mind, on edge, not taking responsibility for your life. Now, I want to give you discernment on that. It's like, where am I not taking responsibility for my life? Where? You know where I'm not, and this might spark yours? I'm not actively choosing what I want. I'm kind of going with the current. I'm kind of going with the wave. Like I'm more like passive than initiatory, and I feel like I need more balance there. Like I'm going to write a bucket list. I'm going to write a bucket list of everything that I want to do in this life because this life will be over for me one day, someday. And I don't know when that day is. I don't know when the death portal opens up for this body, right? So it's like, why am I just like being so passive and like flowing in life when, yes, that works for me because there's no stress. I can just flow, I can just be. When I want to travel the world and I want to do a pilgrimage and I like there's so many things that I want to do. I need to own that. So I need to write a bucket list and I need to live up to that. And that way I'm not passive anymore. I'm active in living it up. And so I want to offer you the same download where you're not taking responsibility for your life. And can we heal that imbalance? Maybe you think that your business not going the way that you want it to go is outside of your control when really you're in the like your creator, your source. You're the source. You're the sun. This is your reality. This is your universe. This is your creation. Recreate it. Rewrite the script. Rewrite the script. So, what are you rewriting when it comes to how things get to be and how you get to experience life? And so we're offering this download for you. And it's a choice. It's a choice to be the creative director, not only in your business, but in your life. And to know that you literally are the creative director of your reality. So that's exciting. Are you ready to write the script and know that that gets to play? Why don't you write a book? It can be a short book of how this gets to go. An example is I am the miracle maker. I am the miracle creative director. And this is how business, life, relationships unfold for me. And you write it in third person, like it's a story, and you get to live that story. And it becomes your legacy, a lived legacy. As if someone else wrote your bio for you, but you're the one that's writing it, you know? Would you like the bravery to think so outside the box and so expansively that you get to write the most brilliant, cosmic, earthly, multidimensional life experience that includes such a nourishing, successful business that is sacred and that honors your truth. But it's got to honor your truth. It's got to be yours and no one else's. Because if it's something that you think that you want, but it's not actually right for the soul, then that's maybe the conflict, you know? You've got to own what's true for you. And it's already shifting. Now we're just going to release you from feeling lazy, scattered, and conflicted because it's not true and you've identified that now. Inadequate, humiliated, full of shame, forgiveness issues. And I apologize if I'm just going like this, but I'm just activating. So this is just for you to feel and release, feel, release, feel, release, feel, release. So give yourself that permission. We're releasing any imbalance of your authoritarian nature, bored and flat, confusion, disinterested, disheartened, and sleepy, feeling obligated, frazzled, even grief stricken. Even grief stricken. So, what I would love for you to do in a clockwise position, just allow your hand to be either you can do clockwise, you can do a circle, you can do figure eight, you can palm, it doesn't matter what you do, and just allow that CV6 energy. You can even press gently down onto the stomach. You can place a crystal there. You can place a tuning fork there, any frequency. And I'm doing that for you as well. So just take a deep breath into your stomach and close your eyes. I trust my creative rhythm. So we're reprogramming you now. I am safe to lead without pressure. Breathe. I express my gifts with ease and allow aligned support to guide me. My energy flows with purpose and joy. I create from my soul, and it is enough. So, as you take a deep breath in, we're teaching you who you are with grounded energy in a state of easy, knowing what you want, regenerated, responsible, just like that example I told you about, that my bucket list, like taking responsibility, setting realistic goals in a state of calm, vibrant strength to face the world, ability to rest your mind easily, brave, a clear mind and brain, connected to your life path. And what I mean by life path is like I'm literally plugging you in to your original template, your divine contract of your life path. But it means that you've got to surrender to it. Because if you have a contract that things are going to be easier, that it's actually a different kind of business, that it's a different kind of passion project that you're meant to co-create with someone else, and this was just a stepping stone, where you're at now was just a stepping stone, then you've got to surrender to that. No resistance. Change is all there is. Change is all there is. So I'm going to plug you into your original contract, and you're just going to get the download, and you're going to write it all down, and you're literally plugged in. Plugged. So imagine you being plugged into source consciousness and the original template of your divine blueprint and life path, and you'll access it through stillness because you've got to hear it and you've got to write it down. And this is the contract that you have with your higher self to fulfill. Now, let's release the pressure around it, because I guarantee you it will not be a contract that you cannot complete yourself or you are not capable of. You are capable of it. It is easy because it is in alignment to your true nature. So remember in every cell of your being that you are the magician and that you are fully capable of knowing your life path. You are courageous. Creativity flows easily. You are direct and can take charge. You find it effortless to make empowered decisions based on your truth, your needs, your real desire. And you're also feeling peaceful. Now, I'm going to get you off the hamster wheel of anything that doesn't create peace. I'm going to unhook you with your permission only. Unhook, 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 unhook. You're being called to fully surrender. And let me tell you, you will be caught by the divine. The divine is going to catch you. The divine is going to hold you. The divine is going to show and reveal to you your bliss, the solutions. The days of feeling stuck, stagnant, over it, are done. So with your permission, we're going to give you a future life progression now based on your goal as the creative director timeline. The creative director timeline. Okay. I just want to make sure that we have covered everything in the central vessel for CV6 activates flow and rhythmic cycles of nature, brings nourishment, emotional stability, deepening spiritual awareness, enthusiasm, and passion for one's purpose in life, creativity, promoting new ideas, develops and restores vitality and fullness, strengthens deficient kidneys, assists with water absorption, and it's good for tired, stagnant people. It strengthens your sense of self and relates to the sacral chakra. It releases fatigue, depression, headaches, insomnia, stomach aches, cramping, incontinence, reproduction, kidney stones, constipation. Okay, so we're holding that point. We're holding that point. I'm going to hold that point for you, and we're going to do a future life progression. Oh, take a deep breath in. We're just going to do a little bit of a shake. Just a little bit of a shake. And now, relax. What's there? I know how to live my values and know what I feel is important. That's a download. Alrighty. So I would love for you to just close your eyes and just relax. The intention here is to feel and anchor the embodiment of trust, flow, creative leadership, and soul-guided prosperity. As you breathe, relaxing your body. Begin by placing one hand on your heart, the other on your lower belly. I am holding CV6 and giving you an entire meridian massage of the entire vessel. Just want you to feel your breath drop in. So taking another deep breath in. And just feel your body soften. I want you to let go of today. Let go of effort. Let go of needing to figure anything out. Let go. Oh, maybe just tap your jaw and just release some of the tension in your jaw. Just tap it. Oh, okay. As you rest, imagine the golden light of Source pouring down from above you, through your crown, your heart, deep into your sacral center, below your belly. This is your future self, calling you forward. Take a deep breath in and rest. And just do the best that you can. Follow my guidance. You find yourself standing in a luminous, clear, creative space. It's your sanctuary, your temple of work and joy. Everything is beautifully organized, yet full of soul. The light is in this space, reflecting the light inside of you. A large desk holds your creative plans. A team gathers around you, calm, capable, and joyful, digital or in person. They are devoted not just to your work, but to your vision. And let's include your spirit team. They believe in you because you believe in yourself. Breathe. You are the creative director. You lead with clarity, softness, and joy, and successfully, courageously have let go of doing it all. You only do what only you can do. You speak your ideas with ease, breathe. You delegate gracefully. You create with flow and safety. You know that being supported is a gift to everyone because it allows your soul to do what it came here to do. Breathe. You walk through this future life as a vibrant, relaxed, prosperous being. Your mission, business, projects flow. Your team grows. Your message lands. Your newsletter grows. Your body feels light. Your breath is easy. Your energy is clear. You are not chasing, you are attracting. Feel this attraction. It's as if you are a sacred site on this planet. And those that are meant for you come to you to receive your transmission, your leadership, your frequency. You can trust it. You are connected. You are unique. And you are meant to be seen. And you are meant to shine. You are your very own sacred site. As you breathe, you receive a message in this space. A letter, a whisper, a knowing. It says, This is what happens when you let go of control and rise into your true role. You have never been lazy. You are a visionary. You have never been alone. You are supported. You have never been stuck. You're evolving. Let the words wash through your body now. Let the future version of you hold your hand now. And this is the message from your future version. It was never about doing more. It was about remembering who you are. Would you like to remember who you are and live it, knowing that everything around you gets to realign when you remember who you are? I am the creative intelligence and manifestation of infinite, pure awareness. As you return to breathing into your heart, bring this vision, this feeling, this trust all the way into your sacral, below your belly button. Returning to the now, knowing this, you have just expanded and embodied your creative life experience. The more you soften into trust, the more you embody this timeline. It's not logical. Your business will thrive from the realm of your heart, of the passion, the love, the joy, the energies and frequencies that can only be touched by the heart and felt from the heart. The more you soften into this trust, the more you let go of proving, the more you take the lead. You are ready. It is safe to lead with joy. Are you ready to take that leap and to purely operate from joy within your sacred mission? So as you take a deep breath in, we're going to reclaim, restate your mission based on this embodiment. Now, it doesn't need to be specific to this. I want you to expand it. This is what is here, what I wrote, but please fill in the blanks, okay? So just take this as a template rather than literal, okay? To guide visionaries, creatives, and soul-led entrepreneurs into right relationship with their power through nervous system restoration, spiritual embodiment, and leadership rooted in truth, joy, and divine order. Use that just as a template and then add what you want. Okay, so just take a deep breath in. I'm going to give you a minute to add anything to your sacred mission now. You are here to offer others the space, the field for them to be more of themselves and for you to be more of yourself. You are the bridge between overwhelm and flow. So you have crossed the bridge from overwhelm to flow, from control to co-creation, from shame to soulful confidence, from doing it all to leading with clarity, from work driven by will to work led by wisdom. Take a deep breath in. These are the core pillars of your sacred mission now, and please fill in the blank at your own pace. Creative direction as soul alignment. By you embodying this, you help others remember that their highest impact comes from the right role, not over efforting. By you embodying energetic leadership, you help others shift from managing their business through fear to commanding their life through frequency. Breathe. Through you embodying this, sacral to throat liberation, you restore the flow of expression, creativity, and confidence so others can share their gifts in aligned ways. Remember, you're a paradigm shifter. You're here to bring in the new earth codes, the new way, because the old way was survivalist. The old way was still leaky in integrity. So by you embodying your sacral to throat liberation, you restore the flow of expression, creativity, and confidence so others can share their gifts in aligned ways. By you embodying receiving, you are teaching people by your own example how to receive help, support, money, rest, and joy without guilt. By you embodying living business as ceremony, every session class with you is a sacred remembering. Every goal is a soul contract. You turn hustle into harmony. Are you ready to cross that bridge? Because it starts with you. Your offerings now are realigned to your true mission. Take a deep breath in. And you give yourself permission to rewrite your offerings to match where you feel most called to teach, because your creative direction is self-sourced. You give yourself permission to be the creative director. I'm going to give you 10 downloads to complete this session. Breathing in, breathing out. I know what it feels like to be the creative director of my soul-aligned business and life. We're going to give you discernment on business, and we're going to plug your definition of soul aligned business with creators' definition of soul aligned business. We're going to align those two. I know how to lead with vision, clarity, and trust without overworking or over functioning slash giving. I am safe, worthy, and supported as I delegate and allow others to contribute to my vision. I release all guilt, shame, or pressure around doing it all alone. I know how to access creative flow and channel divine inspiration into grounded action. I know how to allow my energy to guide my decisions with grace, trust, and sacred timing. I embody the frequency of joy, simplicity, and spaciousness as a leader. I know the difference between soul led action and ego driven urgency. I am attuned to my role as the visionary, not the executor of every task, and I have discernment on this. I co-create with the divine and magnetize aligned support with ease and sovereignty. Take a deep breath in. We're going to give you discernment on sovereignty, co-creation with the divine, and magnetizing aligned support. And just know you're plugged in now. You're just plugged in. No resistance. This is the path of least resistance for you. You're plugged in. You're plugged in. What do I mean by plugged in? You are now, and you always have been, but you are the conduit of divine energy. Let your life be rearranged to match and meet you, to match and meet you from your essence. It's kind of like one of those things that I keep telling my girlfriends, like, when it comes to dating, they're doing all the things, right? But it's not happening. But when you're in alignment as a frequency, when your frequency is the aligned frequency, it's pure magnetism. You don't need to do any manual labor. You will be in the right place at the right time and the right time at the right place. And you'll magnetize what's meant for you because it's happening beyond your control. Expect the unexpected, beloved. I'm I'm going to make sure that everything shifts for you. And the way that I'm going to make sure of it is that when I meditate, I'm going to witness you. I'm going to see you. And that is going to be a alternate reality that is offered that you can just step into, that you can step into. I trust wholeheartedly you're going to have your success era. You're going to have your win. And to be honest, it's always been a success era and it's always been a win. You've just judged it as not that because the ego mind looks at certain experiences and has these high expectations projected onto those experiences when those experiences in their totality, without that projection, they're perfect. They're perfect preparation. They're perfect training ground. They're perfect experience. Everything that has happened, even though it may have felt, um, what's the word? I think it's lackluster. Yeah, lackluster. like lacking vitality or conviction or uninspired or uninspiring. Like it's just not where you want it to be. It's not that thrill or that high that you know that is possible. That lackluster energy, it actually was perfect, because it was a place of safety, and that's okay. But you don't need safety anymore because you trust yourself and you've got enough experience. And I promise you, this next era in your sacred mission business is will offer you that new beginning. You know, when we first start something and we've got the energy for it, we've got the inspiration for it, you're going to have that. But you've got to first have a sacred pause, as if it's an ending portal. Just have a break, have a pause, take some time off this week mentally to then reset, to then restart. It's going to be a rebirth for you. And this time you've got this very keen intuition that you're going to tap in really easily around why everything was the way that it was and how it was happening for your highest good. And now that you're ready to claim the experience of your highest timeline, your creative director timeline, and just use that as a mantra. I'm in my creative director timeline. And whatever that means for you, all of these frequencies are included in that. So I make empowered decisions quickly, easily, and effortlessly. I have maximum health, vitality, and well being in my brain and all related organs. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, your homework just at any point in time is just to rub your upper lip and your lower, underneath your lower lip, just rubbing that. These are switching points. And just rubbing that. And that's just going to activate your brain. That's just going to wake up your brain. Whenever you're working, just have a look at what I'm doing, just rub there. And that automatically wakes up your brain. Okay. So much love for you. Any questions? I got you.